When you migrate, you leave everything. You leave your heart, you leave your blood. You leave a lot of things. People don't believe it. It's easy, just take a grip and go.
The cultural identity of the Caribbean is a collection of migrant stories, constantly redefining what is local. When people travel, their food travels, and their stories travel with them. For the last 14 years, Taryn Cumberbatch has been dedicated to sharing the flavors of Venezuela with the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Her journey from being a qualified geochemist to a chef specializing in Venezuelan cuisine is filled with grit, courage, and tenacity. Her family continues to be one of her driving forces, and her love for serving her customers for a little over a decade has made her a key figure in the Port of Spain food scene. There's a feeling, it's a very calming energy. It's not a stuck, stiff restaurant feel. When it even comes to the decor, you know, you have the baskets, you have the music playing, you have the fresh flowers. It's just like you're in your house. We're by you. We lime in. We have a cup of coffee. I know Gijo came and he spoke to me last time when we were sitting down here. I had a and we were just talking. We were just standing up. He was standing up. We were just chatting. And nobody does that anymore.
I think in every aspect of life, you have to create that relationship.
Yeah.
Just like how you have a relationship with your doctor, or a relationship with your family, or a relationship with whoever. You have got to make a relationship because some of these customers come here in daily basis. Some of them come once, twice in the week.
Yeah.
Some of them comes once every so often. So I think I like it for myself when I walk into a place and someone knows that, hey, Taryn likes passion fruit. So I don't need to say so, but they're
Passion fruit ready.
You know? But it just gives you a little hint of difference.
Yeah.
You know, a little hint that you are welcome.
Yeah.
That you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, there is no tension. Prior to this, I was living in Venezuela, and I recently graduated when I arrived here to Trinidad, 2 degrees, chemistry and geochemistry. The situation in Venezuela, I graduated in 1999. So it was just the beginning of the era of Mr. Chavez in power. So there was a lot of questions, a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Where are we going? What is going to happen? What will be the new laws? There was a lot of questions and very little answers. So in a way, the country was frozen. There was no, well, at that time, there was no enrollment or recruitment anywhere.
Yeah.
So, well, my family had a business, and I got myself busy doing it. And time was passing by, and I see, and well, things are not happening the way I wanted to. I do have the language. I don't have any children or a family that attach me. I do have the nationality, and I want to give it a try in Trinidad and see how it goes. And
so you were born in Venezuela? You were born in Trinidad?
I'm born in Venezuela.
In Venezuela.
But my father's Trinidadian.
Oh, your father's Trini?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So he made it a must to come at least once a year.
Wow, so you used to visit often?
Very often, 2 or 3 times in a year.
Oh, so you were familiar with the country before you came?
Yeah,
Okay.
from childhood. Would I stay with my grandmother like about 3 months and then go back and then come back to Carnival and then go back and maybe Christmas and so on. So we were never divorced to Trinidad. We were never felt in a foreign place. It felt good. As a matter of fact, when I made the decision to come, it wasn't difficult for me to blend
Transition.
But it was a challenge to understand the real life in Trinidad. I started to work in the embassy. I stood 3 years working in the embassy of Argentina.
Okay.
And that experience was lovely in the sense that it gave me a view of a part of Trinidad that I did not see at the time. And of course, I met a few persons on the way. And I realized, because they had a local staff there working, I realized then that I wanted to do something at my own. That God, I woke up.
Yeah.
I woke up and I said, I think I have as we say in Spanish, la madera, the wood,
Yes.
to do it. So at my lunch hours, rather than having lunch, I would have traveled very quickly the perimeter to see what would I like and how would I like it.
So you didn't even know what you were going to do yet?
Not yet. I just knew I wanted to do something at my own.
Right.
What was it? How? I don't know.
Didn't know.
Just know I was in point A and I wanted to go to point Z.
Yeah.
How was it between those 2 points? I don't know. I just knew I wanted a business.
Wow. So within these 14 years that you've been here, do you feel like you have been welcomed into the community? People have come here like, yes, this is a taste of Venezuelan food, I love it. Have you had any kind of setbacks that you think would make you want to just run to the hills and say, forget it, I'm done?
I guess you know the channels or where to walk if you are part of this society.
Yeah.
If you have a surname. If you know the correct people. I didn't know the correct people. I don't have a surname that backs me. I had to, little by little, make that space, make that niche.
Yeah.
So I learned very early that I had to be very cautious.
Okay.
I just had to walk little by little to be able to make what is today. What you see in this menu wasn't done at the very beginning. It was a process during the past few years. Up to now, after 14 years, you still find people who don't know what is an empanada from an arepa.
That is always the question that everybody
Yes.
and they get confused.
Yes.
So tell me, because I mean, it's good for us to just review what is the difference between an empanada and an arepa.
An empanada is what you call here arepas. They are small and they have the half moon shape.
Okay.
Generally, I found it here in Trinidad being sold with ground meat inside.
Yes.
We have shredded beef, we have
Right.
chicken, we have fish, we have cheese, ham and cheese, black beans and cheese that we offer here. We have other combinations, of course. But there are other places in Venezuela, other regions in Venezuela that they could offer it with octopus, for instance, or shrimp. The arepas now are round. Like about this big.
Okay, so they're small.
Yeah. And they are cooked on the grill.
Okay.
It's not fried. And of course, they have different variations. They have people who make arepas fried. They have people who make arepas with yellow cornmeal. They have people who like the arepas very thin. They have arepas very thick.
So the different types of arepas.
It's not the different types. It's just different ways
Of
of
making
making
it.
The cachapa, well, when some of my customers at the time found out that I was doing cachapas, wow, I was surprised to see that there were people coming to buy, give me 10, or they were calling advance and I want so much, and I realized that I have something going on here. I need to learn more.
Yeah.
I love cachapas.
I love cachapas. I think that's the best thing.
Yeah, I think that is my signature item in the
And it's
store.
good.
I knew that if I was going to do this, I had to stick to what is true. I had to give them something authentic.
Yeah.
Because if they would walk around and it spread the word, it would have been detrimental for me.
Yes, Taryn giving us
Fraud. Yeah. Yeah. And then, of course, the Trinidadians know that for me it was always, and it had always been, still is important, the Trinis, because they will always be here,
That's right.
you know. And when they experience it, they say, you know, now I understand, you know. So that says is 1,000 words from me.
Antojos is literally the new kid on the block, Traggart Road to be exact. However, the name has been on the tip of people's tongues for the past 6 years. Antonio Aman and his family started off selling arepas, empanadas, and cachapas at the San Antonio Green Market in Santa Cruz after migrating from Venezuela. Their love for what they do created a Pied Piper effect that saw 60% of their customers from the Green Market follow them to their new Trigard Road branch. Antojos doesn't just provide their customers with food, but also a sense of home.
We had an idea of the way things were going, that something wasn't going to be right at the end of the line.
Right.
So we decided I told my family we have to make a move.
Yeah.
And our natural choice is my birthplace because we have a lot of family here.
So you are born and raised in Trinidad?
You wouldn't believe it, but I was born in an iconic place, Laventille.
Really?
Yes.
So you're from the hills?
181 Laventille. I was brought up by my aunt and my granny.
So they migrated to Venezuela?
Yes.
Okay.
My father married a Venezuelan. My mom is Venezuelan, my dad is Trinidadian.
Lovely. Nice. So you were in Venezuela for how long?
Well, it was off and on period because I studied nursing streets. Then I went to Venezuela, I did 2 years there. I came back, I went Mount St. Benedict and St. Anthony's College.
Oh, nice.
At that time it was private, St. Anthony's was private. And after high school I went and I studied law over there. And I got married and got hooked up for a couple of years over there, 34 years.
Wow.
So, and then when we saw the change that was slowly but surely occurring in Venezuela, we decided we should make a move before things. We had a big school.
Right.
We owned a school.
Okay.
1,500 students.
Right.
And there was also a corridor, a food court for the children.
Okay.
Inside, so we used to cook for them also. So we always in the food business no matter what. And then we made a move here, and absolutely we went into here, and we've been quite successful. People have been liking what we've been doing. We like what we do.
Would you consider this authentic food, or have you made a change to our palate?
No. Basically, all the ingredients are based on what you will get in Venezuela.
Okay.
We do not cook with shadow beni for that
Right.
reason. We do not make shadow beni sauces for that reason. We make our own green sauce, our own
Which is
guacamole,
amazing.
our own pepper, which is quite different.
Wow.
It's hot, but it's nice. And people seem to enjoy the pepper. I don't know for some reason why they enjoy it. Trinidadians love pepper.
They do.
But they seem to love this pepper also.
So what's the difference between your pepper and local Trinidadian pepper?
I don't know. I mean, we roast the pepper, we cook it, and we do our ingredients and so on. What I think is we don't do a lot, so it's as fresh as possible. You know, the fresh pepper has a different flavor from that pepper that has been bottled and stored for quite a while. I think that's one of the reasons.
When it comes to Venezuelans who are now here and they're far from home and they're trying to adopt a new culture and new way of life, do you see a lot of Venezuelans coming here to just get a taste of home and just get something that's familiar, you know?
Yes, we have a certain amount of Venezuelan followers.
Yeah.
But basically our big fans are Trinidad.
Yeah. So it's definitely, it seems that Trinidadians have actually received this Venezuelan food. I think people like you are changing our palate. I think people like you are coming here and saying, you know, we have to be authentic. We have to stick to what we know we're good at and not just water down and make it Trini style.
In 1990, Venezuela became so famous because of their restaurants. People used to come all over South America because of you will get any type of food.
Right.
You know, that's like if you go to New York, you will get any type of food.
Yeah.
Trinidad is slowly becoming that. Now we have good Italian restaurants in Trinidad. It's not only barbecue, curry chicken.
That's right.
It's been slowly evolving. There's two Mexican places and so on. So it's evolving, and people are having a positive experience of something different.
When you were at Green Market, I feel like the product that you were selling, it's fantastic. But I think the experience that people have of talking with you all and creating that bond, I think that's what people go back for.
Yes, definitely, because we had a lot of jokes, and we get to know everybody, and we'll say hello to this one, hello to that one, you're bumping up here and there.
Yeah.
And then we'll teach him a little bit of Spanish, and he will give us some ideas, and we took ideas from everybody.
Right.
We're not selfish. Anybody that comes in and suggests something, we look at it and see if it's possible. We try and bring it to the table for them.
Right. What does the name mean, Antojos?
Antojos mean cravings.
Craving.
In Venezuela, when a lady is pregnant and she has a desire to eat something very special, it's called an antojo.
Antojo.
So it's something very special for that person.
I know we spoke earlier about the fact that you decided, you know what, this is something that's happening in Venezuela right now. It's going to affect a lot of us, that you need to leave. What was that like, having to pick up yourself and say, you know what, we need to change the direction of how we thought we were going to go?
It's an experience I would never recommend anybody take.
Yeah.
People don't believe, when you migrate, you leave everything. You leave your heart, you leave your blood. You leave a lot of things. People don't believe it's easy, just take a grip and go. No. It has been very difficult because the family, due to the situation, have disintegrated.
Just like Colombia, Brazil, and these other countries next to Venezuela, Trinidad is also a thermometer of what is happening across. So what we have been seeing in the past, I will say, I will go beyond 2-3 years now, is a result of what is occurring next door.
Yeah.
So we cannot be blind.
Yeah.
We cannot be shifting our eyes to decide and say this is not happening.
Yeah.
This is happening. This is happening not only to my neighbor, in my work, but sometimes in your even house. And we have to rise, mature, and see how best can we do this.
I honestly don't think there's a solution at hand for Venezuela. Because it's not Venezuela, it's the outside countries that are participating. There's a power struggle between the States and China and Russia, which is one day is supporting those that are in there. He for some reason want to now, and even inside Venezuela, the opposition is very divided. Deep down, from past experience, and having kept in touch because of my profession as a lawyer.
Right.
My son is over there as a lawyer also.
So your son is there now?
My next son.
You know, your other son is there now?
Yes, he has a daughter and the wife doesn't. Her parents are still alive, so she wants,
And how does that make you feel as a parent as well? I mean, your family is, as you said,
It's
they're
broken,
divided,
yes.
they're broken. So how is it for you, knowing that your son is across there and he still has to deal with what's happening across there?
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's my father once told me once, you have small children, you have small problems. When you have big children, you have big problems. Problems in the sense that you just waited for a call that something might happen. Because in a normal society, we could fight the legal way to what might happen. Not in this society of Venezuela.
Right.
It's who you know, what you can strings that you can pull will save you from if you get in. Because sometimes innocent people get caught up by being in the wrong places at the wrong time. So we just tell them, be home at early, don't do this, don't do that, be careful. We keep 3 or 4 channels open if I don't hear from him within a certain amount of time. It's a nightmare. And every parent, every responsible parent lives that. Because we could be 80 years old, but still our children are our children.
Yes.
Well, I like to be optimistic. I always say that our country has and still have a lot of potential. So I believe we're going to get out of this situation. When, I don't know. I hope soon. But I want to be optimistic. And when that moment comes, I know that Venezuela will be an example to the region. And we will be able to look back and say, we learned.